Hello and welcome to this video. In the last video, we saw that the first statistics for the DV 2025 program were now available. They were published as part of the visa bulletin that was released earlier in this month of August 2024. Now, as part of those statistics, there are two very important pieces that we are going to take into consideration in this video. The first is the total number of selectees for the DV 2025 program. We saw in that video that a total of 131,060 entrants were selected for further processing in the DV 2025 program. In a moment, we will return to that number. And the second very important piece of information is the total number of visas that will be issued out during the DV 2025 program. There will be 51,350 visas on offer for the DV 2025 program. Now, you guys are aware that there are usually 55,000 visas on offer during the fiscal year, but for the DV 2025 program, there are two other immigration programs that will benefit from the 55,000 visas that are allotted to the DV program. So when you remove the total number of visas that will go to both of those other immigration programs, what will be left for the diversity visa program is 51,350. That is how that number came about. Now, back to the 131,060 persons. It is true that that is the number of persons that have been selected, but that number is expected to increase because some of those who got selected have already gotten married. They are going to add their spouses or will still get married before the end of the DV 2025 program, and they are going to add their spouses. There are also those who have already had children since they entered the diversity visa lottery, or who are going to have children before the DV 2025 program comes to an end, and they are going to add their children to that number. So at the end of the day, there will be more than 131,060 persons that are eligible to receive 51,350 visas. Now, at the other end, there will be some selectees who will not continue further processing in the DV 2025 program. If we should consider that there are about a couple of thousand selectees that will not continue further processing in the DV 2025 program, then we can say that those who will remain eligible to receive one of the 51,350 visas on offer could be around 128,000. Now, if you should remove 51,000 from 128,000, you will see that there are at least 77,000 selectees or applicants eligible to receive one of the visas in the DV 2025 program who will end up not receiving a visa by the end of the fiscal year 2025. It is because of this reality that the State Department has warned in a number of locations, beginning with your selection notification letter. In the letter that you received when you were selected, it is clearly spelled out that selection in the diversity visa lottery does not guarantee that you will receive one of the available visas because the number of persons selected is greater than the number of visas available. That warning is repeated on the official website of the Bureau of Consular Affairs of the United States State Department. And whenever there is an update concerning the ongoing program, the State Department always reiterates that warning. They even go further to advise you as a selectee of the diversity visa program not to resign from your job, for example, not to sell your property, in short, not to take any irreversible decision on the basis that you were selected in the diversity visa lottery. It is only after you shall have received your diversity visa that is when you can go about taking an irreversible decision because you are about to change location. But until that happens, do not take any irreversible decision. So, in short, we can say that the number of persons selected for the DV 2025 program far exceeds the number of visas that will be issued out during the DV 2025 program. In other words, there will be more than half of those selected that will not receive one of the visas that are available. You may be one of those who receive a visa. At the same time, you may not be one of those who receive a visa at the end of the day. So the best approach to have as you go about with your diversity visa application process is firstly to have that at the back of your mind that you may or may not receive one of those visas at the end of the day, and secondly, to not take any irreversible decision until your diversity visa is in your hand. Now, I'm not saying this to discourage you. I'm not saying this to instill fear in you. It is true that this will not happen to everyone, but this is a reality of the diversity visa program that you must be aware of as a diversity visa applicant and be prepared for any eventuality. I hope you take heed to my candid advice. So that is it. That is what I had to share with you in today's video, and that brings us to the end of the video. Thanks for watching it. See you, God willing, in the next one. Goodbye.